The moment you sit down on your setup and start to look at the charts, in this period, the first 90 seconds decide whether you're going to win on that given day or you're going to lose on that day. Taking trades, losing or winning them is an outcome of what you do before that. The real battle actually begins way before you start to even trade. It begins when you sit down and start to analyze the charts. You analyze the charts, you come up to some conclusions, you come up to some scenarios. Meanwhile, your brain is already building an identity. Your subconscious mind starts to decide cognitive biases for that day. And in that 90 seconds, if you mess up at any second, you're already done for the whole day. And depending on the market situation and how deceptive the market is on that day, you might feel greedy, you might feel fearful, you might feel fear pulling the trigger on a valid setup, you might feel fear remembering your losing streak, you might start to revenge trade, you might lose your patience, you might start to overtrade. And all that is dependent on the first 90 seconds before you start trading. So you need to align your mind in the direction which leads you to win. You need calm, neutral, and strategic mind. You don't want spontaneous, biased, or emotional mind. And you have to align it in that direction. So today I'm going to share the 3-step protocol that I use and all the members inside my private community, the Black Room, use every single day. And at the end of the video, I'm going to share the exact script that you can read every single day before you start to trade to program your mind to be unshakably calm, neutral in the sense that it's completely detached, and meticulously strategic. It is called the neural alignment script, which I'm going to share at the end of the video for completely free. I literally have a printout with me which I keep every single day with me, and I read it every single day to program my mind to be ready to trade the market. Well, now let's start with the 3-step protocol to master trading psychology. Let's start with the step 1. So the step 1 is you need a precise trading strategy. Now the key word here is you need a precise trading strategy, okay? I'm not sure, you might have your own trading strategy that you have identified or you learned it from somewhere else, someone else. Whatever the case is, you have to make sure that the trading strategy you use, it is precise. And I will tell you 3 things how you can make sure that it is precise or not, or how you can make it precise, right? But you need your trading strategy and you need a precise trading strategy. Now there are 3 things you need to keep in mind, guys. The first thing which your trading strategy must include is you need entry signal. So whenever you're analyzing the charts, your charts, according to your strategy, your charts should tell you, hey, here, look here, there is an entry. I want all of you to remember that we want to eliminate thinking as much as possible, okay? So you don't have to feel or think where is the entry point. No, your strategy must give you a setup, an entry signal. This is the first thing that you have to keep in mind, that your strategy must be precise at a point where it literally has to give you, the charts should tell you according to your strategy, okay, there's a signal here. The second thing is you need the exact stop loss and take profit, guys, okay? You, at every setup, in every trade you take, you need an exact stop loss and an exact take profit, which should remain same every single time, okay? If you don't have it, get it, or identify how you can get it, right? And the third thing, which is the most important, is you need a specific time window every single day. You have to identify every day when is your strategy works flawless, right? When is it that your strategy works flawless? In which hour? In which session, right? You need a specific time window, guys. And most of you might have the first one, might have the second one. Most of you might like the third one, okay? So you need to have the third one, guys. For me, we use the DMC strategy. Inside our private community, the Black Room, all of us use the DMC strategy, okay? It has very precise entry signal, take profit, stop loss, and also a very specific time window that we have to follow. Each of us have to follow, okay? And the DMC strategy, if you don't know, I have a full video, the link is in the description. I have a full video explaining, breaking down the whole DMC strategy and how we use it inside our private community, the Black Room. Let's move to the step 2 of the 3-step protocol, guys. So step 2 is you need to create rules. Remember, I told you that throughout this whole 3-step protocol, guys, we have to eliminate thinking when we're trading. It's because when you start to think, you're already lost. You have to eliminate your thinking, okay? And how you do that is by creating rules, right? I want you to think about all the time you lost, okay? The time you made a decision that, okay, I'm going to take another trade, I'm going to take another trade, I'm going to take another trade and another, right? You started to take revenge, trade after trade after trade. You started to overtrade on that day, right? So how you stay in control is by creating rules, is by creating hard rules for us. For example, we have this rule that if you lose continuously 2 times in a day, you stop trading for that day. You just close your laptop, close your setup, all the screens, and just go out, right? Go out, walk, do something, don't know. Also, when you lose 3 days in a row, for example, if you lose 3 days in a row, you stop trading. For example, if you win 3 days in a row, you stop trading. That's also a rule which if you should know if you have a good strategy, right? Now, all these rules should have already come with your strategy, okay? Not sure where you got your strategy, but if you have a precise strategy, all these rules must be already in your strategy, okay? So I want you to remember this, and guys, you have to create rules. If you don't have any rules, identify. Then you have to position yourself at the best level, right? So you have to be ready before the setup is there. So when the setup is there, you are just executing what you planned way ahead. When the setup was not even there, you are already ahead of 99% of the people. You're taking the trade when the setup just came up on the chart, right? When the 99% of the people are completely thinking in different dimension, completely thinking about different things, and you're taking the setup. So when the price starts to go up and you are in the profit and it hits your target, then the retail traders, then the 99% of the people will be taking the trade when it is already too late and you are getting out already. Now we have this saying inside my private community, the Black Room, that any trade which you weren't thinking about 10 minutes ago is not your trade. It is the market's trade. The market is deceiving in you into taking that trade, right? Because 10 minutes ago you weren't even thinking about it. What made you to now think, okay, I can take this trade? Guys, I want you to understand most of your trades are spontaneous. So the third step is pre-planned execution. You want to eliminate thinking as much as possible. You want to anticipate scenarios. You want to anticipate outcomes, and you have to pre-plan it, and then you have to execute it. These are the 3 steps, guys. If you follow, I promise you, it changed my trading history completely. My portfolio, my history was red, but throughout the experience, throughout all the years, I came up to conclusions. I came up to all these things that I learned, and all these 3 steps I have created. I promise you guys, if you follow it every single day, it's going to completely change how you trade, how you think about the market, and how you approach trading every single day. But let me tell you something. Once this video ends and you catch up with your daily activities, guys, you're going to forget the 3-step process. And even tomorrow you start to trade, you have a little bit in mind, it's not going to help you. Okay? Because guys, when the price goes up and down, it's moving, so the charts are moving too fast, tweets here, tweets there, news is saying this, news is saying that. Anybody will get deceived by the market, right? For that, to maintain the composure, we have to program the mind every single day before we sit down and start trading. Okay? And for that, I have the script, and I'm going to give you it for free, guys. Okay? And the way you maintain the composure is by programming your mind few minutes before you start to trade. But it has to be done professionally, and you can only do it with the neural alignment script, which I'm going to give you for free. But here's the thing, guys, I'm not going to give you to just anybody who's not going to take it seriously and is just going to forget it anyways, right? I only want to give the script to the people who are actually serious about it. So if you're actually serious, guys, join my Telegram channel. The link is in description, and from the Telegram channel you can directly DM me that you're interested in the script, and I will directly send it to you guys. Okay? Talk to you soon, and also guys, see you in the next video. Take care.